Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, Luka trade just happened about a day or so ago at this point at the time of recording. And since the trade's gone down, I've tried to wrap my mind around it because from a basketball perspective, this trade doesn't make any sense. But from a financial perspective, it makes 100%. It makes sense 110% even. We all know Luka's 25. He's been all NBA first team pretty consistently. He's injured this year, so he won't make it. But Luka's 25. Anthony Davis is, 32, 33 almost? I don't know. They both have had injuries. So Luka injured this year. AD has been somewhat consistent in his play on the court, but over the past 5 or so years, pretty streaky when it comes to his injuries. So this in my opinion, this proves that the NBA is rigged. There's a lot of people, a lot of sports fans out there that don't want to even admit any of this, that all these sports are scripted or rigged to an extent, because that would ultimately burst your perception and burst your bubble of what sports actually are. Sports are businesses. The NBA is a business. If we look at the list of most valuable NBA franchises, top 3, the Warriors, they're probably over $9 billion at this point. New York Knicks, the New York City market, $7.5 billion. LA market, $7 billion. You got Boston, you got LA, you got Chicago, Houston, Brooklyn, Dallas, and Sixers. So if you look at valuation, Mavericks are 9th in terms of valuation. Lakers are 3rd. The NBA knows for a fact that LeBron is aging. He's getting into his 40s. The Lakers don't have a long-term face of the franchise. So the NBA needs the face of the franchise for their 3rd most valuable brand. If you look at Golden State Warriors, Steph's the face of that brand. The New York Knicks are basically Villanova Knicks. Boston, they already have the face of the franchise there, Jason Tatum. Everyone knows that LeBron's the face of the Lakers. So, once he retires, who's going to be the face of the Lakers? The thing that made me realize that it was very scripted, very rigged, is why are the Mavericks only calling one team? One team. Doesn't that just stink just a little bit? Yeah, everyone's talking about, from a basketball perspective, Luka, this training regimen is not up to what the Dallas Mavericks wanted them to be. Or, I don't know. This, honestly, to me, this stinks of rigging, scripted. This is a business decision. Why is Luka going to the Lakers? Well, when LeBron retires, the Lakers have nobody. Anthony Davis is no longer a part of the Lakers because he was part of the trade deal. So once LeBron retires, who's going to be the face of the Lakers for the next 10 years? Luka. A top 5 basketball player in a top 5 NBA market. If you look at the Mavericks right now, Mavericks are 9th. They're 4.5, almost $5 billion in terms of valuation. The Lakers are over $7 billion. Lakers don't have a face of the franchise because LeBron's not the face of the Lakers. LeBron essentially is the face of the league at this point. So the Lakers don't really have a face of the franchise going forward because we all know LeBron's getting up there in age. From a basketball perspective, this doesn't make any sense. But from a financial perspective, from a business decision standpoint, this makes 150%. This makes complete sense. 110%, 150%, doesn't matter. From a business perspective, this trade makes sense. From a basketball perspective, no, it does not. So, I think the NBA was behind this. I definitely think it was rigged to an extent. Because why are the Lakers the only team the Mavericks called? If you put Luka out on the open market, literally the entire NBA, every single franchise would at least consider putting together a package for Luka Doncic. Why are the Lakers the only team that they called? I think it's rigged. Whether you want to admit it or agree with it or whatever, that's up to you. But I think there's definitely something going on behind the scenes. So, I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.